So hello everyone, this is Akash. Welcomes you all into fifth episode of my LinkedIn initiative entitled as this fearless Hyperia. So today we're gonna discuss about the silicon versus germanium semiconductor. So we all know that each and every electronic device we can see around it is made up of a semiconductor. So it can be manufactured with this different kinds of the semiconductors, but among which the silicon and the germanium is mostly preferred. So today we're gonna discuss the some features of this particular silicon and germaniums, their properties, and how one is more advantageous than others. And we're gonna compare all these things. And so let's start today's video. So firstly, I have made a difference table between the various parameters of the silicon and the germanium. So first, that is the total numbers of the atoms. Seeing this figure, we can infer that the approximately silicon and germanium has the same number of total number of atoms, like 5 into 10 raised to 22, whereas a 4.22 into 10 raised to 22. Nextly, intrinsic concentration, there is a 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 and 2.5 into 10 raised to 13. Germanium has a higher level of the intrinsic concentration. So leakage current. Leakage current we define that is a current flowing due to the magnetic charge carriers. Like if we have the N type of this extrinsic semiconductor, then the current contributed by these holes we called as the. So in silicon, the leakage current in the order of the nanoampere, whereas the germanium it's in the microampere. Nextly, max operating temperature range for the silicon is a 175 degrees Celsius, whereas the germanium has a 75 degrees Celsius. Nextly, most important point is the forbidden gap. So we all know that the forbidden gap, it is the energy level difference between the conduction band and the valence band. So taken the two conditions, the 0 degrees Celsius, that is the absolute 0 degree Kelvin, 0 degree Kelvin is the absolute temperature, whereas the 300 degree Kelvin is the room temperature, which is 25 degrees Celsius. So at 0 degree Kelvin, the silicon has the 1.21 electron volt of this forbidden gap, and at the room temperature, it's about 1.1 electron volt. Talking about this germanium, it has a 0.785 electron volt, and at this absolute temperature, whereas at the room temperature, it's 0.72 electron volt. Nextly, the most important factor which determines the conductivity of the material, it is the mobility. So we can define mobility is like it is a measure that the how electrons of the hole can travel from this one into another. So mobility of electrons in the silicon is a 0.13, its unit the meter square per volt second, whereas in germanium it's 0.38. The mobility of the holes is 0.05 in the silicon and this 0.18 into the germanium. So we can see here that the germanium has comparatively higher mobility, due to which there is a high conductivity chances into this germanium. So what are the advantages of the germanium? So as I told just before that it has a larger electron mobility, then it has a larger conductivity. Also, due to the large conductivity, the current flowing is also increases. Nextly, the smaller forbidden gap, as at the room temperature, the forbidden gap is a 0.72 electron volt. By giving a small external voltage, then the germanium can come into the conduction. Also, the third point, it is similar, the same cut-in voltage. Approximately, if we apply the 0.1 or the 0.2 external voltage, the germanium can come into the conduction. So this is the most important advantage of the using this germanium. Nextly, if it has a greater conductivity after doping, like we all know that the intrinsic semiconductor has a very negligible conductivity. That's why we use a doping to enhance the conductivity of the semiconductor material. So after doping, if we use the 1:10⁷ doping, it is a very standard ratio of the doping. So by this kind of the doping, the conductivity of the germanium enhances up to 120 times than that of the intrinsic. So this is also the greater advantage of this germanium. So looking at these 4 points, we can say that this particular germanium has a greater advantages than the silicon. Then why should not we use this particular germanium in all kinds of this semiconductor material and devices? So these all factors are true, but germanium, it is not that much widely used into these semiconductor devices, and silicon, it is a mostly preferred into all kind of the semiconductor devices. Why? So the reasons I have explained in the next slide. So why silicon is preferred? First thing first, it's a commercial reason. So the silicon can be extracted from this material, the SiO2, the silica, which is abundant in the ample amount in the nature. Next, this is a commercial reason that the silicon is preferred, like silica in the nature. Next, the most important and technical reason is that the leakage current into the nanoampere. So as I told, the leakage current, it is contributed due to the minority charge carriers. So the reason that the silicon is preferred, it like the leakage current, it is highly sensitive towards the temperature. Like there is there is a leakage current doubles every 10 degree rise into the temperature. So if the leakage current increases, the temperature of this junction increases, and there may be the high possibility that the thermal runaway occurs into the device. So this which is not a preferred. So this is the most important reason that the silicon is preferred over the germanium, as the silicon has the leakage current into nanoampere, it is very small, and the germanium has this leakage current into order of a microampere, which is little bit larger. And nextly, the high operating capacity, temperature capacity. So as I shown in the table, the maximum operating temperature of this silicon, it is 175 degrees Celsius, whereas the germanium has only 75 degrees Celsius. So it has the higher operating temperature capacity. That's the reason the silicon, it is preferred over the germanium. So major three reasons are there. First is a commercial reason. There is an ample amount of this silica is available into nature. Next, and the most important thing, that is a leakage current, it is in the order of the nanoampere. And third reason is that the high operating temperature capacity. So looking at these figures, now we can infer that this how silicon, it is preferred over this germanium. That's it for today. If I hope I have cleared your basic concepts about this particular silicon, germanium, and this gallium arsenide, and how the silicon is preferred over this germanium. If you find something interesting here, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any queries, let me know into the comment sections. You can connect with me from this particular LinkedIn and mail links. So that's it for today. Thank you for the listening, and I'll see you next Sunday.